sleep, yeah?
You got a line, he goes, big man, listen, stop getting hit with dumb shit. Yeah. So you're gonna piss me off, man. And you know, that's what he says.
I hate when fighters get hit with dumb shit. I tell them, fuck the dumb shit, cut the bullshit and fuck the dumb shit. You get me?
There's a rule in the 48 laws of power where you play a sheep to catch a wolf. And I feel like that's what Dillian Whyte's doing. If he is, if he's not, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna bring the heat out then.
You know, there's an old saying: you get the guy drunk before you mug him. So we gotta slow him down somehow. You know, we're gonna hit him on the hips, thighs, kneecaps, wherever we can hit him to slow him down. Once we slow him down, then
Moses Itauma and Dillian Whyte clashed hard at their latest press conference. Moses taunted Whyte to take off the glasses and show if he's a wolf or a sheep. Whyte snapped back, but bravado won't save him when the bell rings. On fight night, Moses plans to end it in savage early fashion.
You and him exchanged some words. I think you started the conversation. What were you saying to him?
I didn't start no conversation, bro. Don't make me out to be the bad man, bro. He started talking to me, bro, and I just said, yo, relax. I said, relax, dog. Saturday we'll get on. I didn't start nothing, bro.
What was said between the two of you?
Fuck all.
Yeah.
Fuck all and fuck nothing.
Buddy's warning about deep waters almost feels like praise, because Moses thrives there. Young, fresh, and dangerous, he carries power all the way to the last round. Whyte might dream of dragging him late, but against Moses, deep waters aren't safe. They're a whirlpool. And inside it, Moses isn't the prey. He's the predator.
yeah, he's got to go to the deep waters. You know, man, unless somebody slips up and get caught early. But, you know, we gotta get him into the deep waters. That's the key.
When your own father admits he's shocked by your rise, that means you're something special. 2 years in, already ranked WBO #1, Moses is rewriting the heavyweight story. That Nigerian grit fused with raw talent makes him a nightmare for veterans like Whyte. This isn't just hype, it's destiny unfolding in real time.
Talent, but no one knew he was going to move through the ranks. 2 years as a pro, WBO #1. Did you even expect that?
I never expected that, but I knew that he has the ingredients. He has the material as a typical Nigerian.
The press conference clip said everything. Whyte tried to play calm, but Moses's wolf or sheep jab rattled him. That fake composure crumbled, replaced with wild threats about wiping out Moses's team. The sudden switch from cool to heated showed exactly who had control, and it wasn't Whyte.
Dillian, tell us about the back and forth that we've just seen.
Yeah, nothing. He's young, innit? He's starting to get a bit nervous, get a bit hyped up, and he's trying to draw me out. I'm just like, yo, relax, bro. Relax. Like, you're not a bad man. The bad man thing is not for you. I'm not trying to go down that lane, but if you want to, then cool. I'm trying to be cool and respectful. But he's like, yeah, you know, I want to see if you're a wolf or a sheep. I say, bro, take it easy, bro. You don't want me to wild out. I'll f all of his team up. I don't care. And if you up, then everyone's at risk. Not only him. I'll be.
Ben Davison's words might sound measured, but they confirm what everyone saw at the presser. Moses carries the confidence of a fighter twice his age. When Whyte tried to bait him, Moses didn't blink. He flipped the moment with that wolf or sheep line, and Whyte lost his composure. Ben calling him a generational talent isn't just a compliment, it's recognition. Moses's self-belief comes from skill, discipline, and fight IQ that rattles veterans. The presser wasn't just heated, it was mental domination. Whyte's aggression is reactive. Moses's confidence is proactive. You saw it in his calm smile, steady tone, and unshaken eye contact. That's why Ben is certain. Moses isn't trying to prove he belongs. He's already showing he does.
I don't think Moses needs to catch anybody at a certain point in their career or anything like that.
Why's that?
Because I think he's good enough. I think he's plenty good enough. I think he's a generational talent, and I think it's going to take time for everybody to see that. But I think everybody can see that he has the potential.
Moses made it clear, he's not here for the noise, just the knockout. This clip could play right after the press conference and still make perfect sense. While Whyte barked threats, Moses stayed locked in. I'm not paying attention to the noise. That wasn't a throwaway line. It was pure control. In that face-off, Moses didn't match Whyte's volume. He met it with calm aggression, a steady stare, and words that cut deeper than shouting ever could. His confidence feels different because it's rooted in preparation, not performance. Those heated exchanges weren't about who talked tougher. They were about who walked away mentally on top. And that was Moses. For Whyte, this is dangerous. A fighter unshaken in the presser is usually the same one unshaken in the ring. Moses doesn't just say he'll do his job, he lives it. And that's why he's so hard to break.
I'm not really paying attention to main events. I'm not really paying attention to people talking, the noise and whatnot. I'm just going in there and doing my job.
Moses made it clear, he's not here for the noise, just the knockout. This clip could play right after the press conference and still make perfect sense. While Whyte barked threats, Moses stayed locked in. I'm not paying attention to the noise. That wasn't a throwaway line, it was pure control. In that face-off, Moses didn't match Whyte's volume. He met it with calm aggression, a steady stare, and words that cut deeper than shouting ever could. His confidence feels different because it's rooted in preparation, not performance. Those heated exchanges weren't about who talked tougher. They were about who walked away mentally on top, and that was Moses. For Whyte, this is dangerous. A fighter unshaken in the presser is usually the same one unshaken in the ring. Moses doesn't just say he'll do his job, he lives it. And that's why he's so hard to break.
You know, he's got a big task ahead of him, you know, on Saturday. So he has to deliver. You know, he's fighting a young lion, a young buck, you know, so we'll see what happens, or somebody's gonna go to jail.
Even Derek Chisora admits this fight carries more danger than people realize. His choice of words, young lion, perfectly matched the press conference energy. Moses wasn't just sitting at that table, he was prowling, ready to pounce on weakness. Whyte's outbursts, his sunglasses, his threats, all signs that the young lion had already gotten under his skin. Chisora knows that when emotions run that hot before a fight, it usually spills into the ring. His "somebody's going to jail" comment might be classic exaggeration, but it nailed the vibe in the room, raw aggression everywhere. And if Whyte carries that emotional charge into the fight, he'll make mistakes. Against a composed predator like Moses, mistakes equal punishment. The presser made it clear, Moses isn't here to share the spotlight. He's here to take it, with the cold efficiency of a lion.
Young and strong. We're going to see if he can beat Dillian Whyte, though. Dillian Whyte ain't no pushover. And I think Dillian going to know that, you know what I'm saying? We're going to find out if he can really crack like they say he is. But I'm hearing things that he's been dropped in the ring, in the gym and stuff like that. But that's okay, too, because I took a couple spills, you know, little slips in the ring, in the gym. That's okay, but we're going to see.
Shannon Briggs has seen enough fight weeks to know when the energy feels different. And this one was electric. The press conference between Moses and Whyte wasn't just tense, it was off the charts. Young and strong isn't just about power. It's the fearless way Moses sat across from Whyte, unfazed by threats, untouched by antics. Shannon's right. Whyte isn't a pushover. But the face-off showed Moses isn't intimidated, not even slightly. The way he called him out, the way he held his composure as Whyte's voice rose and his temper flared, it exposed his mental toughness. That's the crack Shannon pointed to. Not just breaking a man with punches, but breaking his confidence before the first bell. At that press conference, Moses showed he's not just here to fight. He's here to dominate, from the opening stare down to the final punch.
If you can get guys out in the first and second round, then why not? Like, if anyone was to see how I train in camp, like for this fight, I've done one 6-rounder, two 6-rounders, 2 8-rounds, and the rest have been 10s.
This was Moses's knockout statement. Bold, direct, and dripping with the same confidence he showed at the press conference when he told Whyte to take off the glasses and decide if he's a wolf or a sheep. That was psychological warfare. And now, in this clip, he's turning that mental edge into a fight prediction. First or second round knockout, those aren't words you throw around against a veteran like Whyte unless you truly believe it. And after the presser, there's no doubt Moses does. What makes it dangerous is the delivery. No shouting, no camera act, just calm conviction. The press conference was the mental victory. This is the physical promise. Whyte's aggression may have stolen headlines, but Moses's measured confidence has been the real story all week. If he delivers on this prediction, the build-up won't just look bold, it'll look prophetic.
I think if they keep winning, yeah. I mean, look, Moses is an exceptional talent. You know, he's been in the game a long time. He's got a very,
long-standing amateur record and pedigree.
Eddie Hearn's praise may sound polite on the surface, but if you watch the press conference, you know why he rates Moses so highly. It's not just about the amateur pedigree, it's the way he carried himself under the lights and verbal fire.
Whyte came out swinging with words, but Moses didn't give an inch.
Instead, he dropped subtle but cutting lines like wolf or sheep, forcing Whyte into emotional overdrive. Eddie has seen enough fight weeks to know what that means.
Composure under pressure often decides who wins and who folds.
That's why his "one for the future" line feels more like one for right now. The press conference didn't just show talent, it showed Moses can own the room, control the narrative, and make a veteran crack. For a promoter, that's gold. The hype isn't manufactured. Moses brings it naturally. Eddie knows this isn't just another fight. It could be the launch of a new heavyweight star.
I don't know Moses personally. I've spoken to him a few times, but I think he's definitely a man for the occasion. And I do think, with him being a headliner, I hope he doesn't get too excited and not do his usual job. But I think if he wanted to make a statement, and I think he's well capable of doing that.
Some fighters believe Moses will make that star-making statement early. Fraser Clark's words echoed what everyone felt in the press conference, that this fight feels destined to explode quick. Moses didn't step into that media event to share a stage. He stepped in to dominate it. Even as Whyte tried to belittle him, Moses held that cold stare and landed verbal shots sharper than expected. Fraser's "man for the occasion" comment hit the nail on the head, because that heated presser proved Moses thrives under pressure. His confidence wasn't reckless, it was measured, and it shook Whyte enough to drag him into emotional territory. When Fraser talks about a statement win, you can picture Moses backing up that wolf or sheep jab with a brutal early finish. The presser showed us the mental game. Fraser believes the fight will show us the physical proof. In boxing, momentum starts before the first bell, and Moses has all of it.
His boxing, I was like, you've not gone past 2 rounds in the last 8 fights. So you've just been 1 round or 2 rounds. So is the gas tank still there? Moses is known for his speed and his footwork. How does that look at round 6 or 7? Like, when you've landed on someone and they've not fallen over or bowled over, what does that look like now? And there are levels in boxing. Like, even at world level, there are like several levels within world level.
The press conference between Moses Itauma and Dillian Whyte wasn't just a media event, it was round 1 of this fight. From the moment Moses hit him with the wolf or sheep line, Whyte's composure cracked. Every glare, every word after that became a battle for psychological dominance. Moses stayed icy. Whyte boiled over. That tension set the perfect stage for fight night. This isn't just about skill. It's about who can carry that same energy into the ring and turn words into punches. If Moses keeps that calm aggression and executes the way he's promised, we could see an early finish that cements his rise. But if Whyte can harness that rage and turn it into a disciplined assault, he could shock the world. One thing's certain, this fight is personal. So who are you backing? Moses Itauma to deliver on his promise, or Dillian Whyte to silence the hype? Drop your predictions below.